Press record whenever. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Elemental yoga. We'll start seated. So grab a chair and get your feet on the ground. Sit up tall. And close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth and relax. You can turn your palms down or up on your lap. It's whatever feels more comfortable. Inhale, fill the lungs, fill the low belly, fill the side rib cage. Exhale, let it all out. And you can do that again if you'd like, or just come to a normal breath. Today we're working with the metal element, the lung and large intestine. So as you breathe, the lungs expand, and the paired organ with the lungs is the large intestine, because when the lungs expand, they kind of stimulate the lower abdomen. So you can bring your hands to your low belly if you'd like, just to feel as you breathe in, the expansion. And as you exhale, you can engage the muscles of the low belly a little bit to really push the breath out from the bottom. Long, steady inhale. Rest for a moment at the top of the breath, and then a strong, purposeful exhale. Taking a moment to transition back to the inhale. And exhale. Just move at your own rhythm. If your hands get uncomfortable here, you can return them to your lap. You can bring one hand to the upper chest if you like to feel the relationship between the upper and lower part of the breath. And as you breathe, try to scan the body for anything you can let go of, any extra tension, stress. Feel your breath get easier and lighter. And then bring your hands back to your lap from where they were. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. And we're going to trace the meridians now. So start with the lung meridian. Lung 1, if you lift your shoulder up a little bit, you'll find a little indent if you slide your hands down the top of the chest. That's lung 1. And hold your arm out in front of you and trace gently from lung 1 all the way down to your thumb. So on the upper part of the extended arm, down to the outside tip of the thumb. And we can just do that a couple times. And then we'll do the other side when you're ready. So we're just doing a couple on each side. Just to familiarize with the flow of the meridian. And now we're going to actually tap. So you can take a closed light fist and just tap lung 1 on the And then go down the arm. So this is a Qigong practice. Go all the way down to lung 11. And then just switch to the other side. And if you find a point that's a little more tender, you can tap that a little more. I'm just going to switch side to side, breaking up any stuck energy in the lung. And then we'll come up to the tip of the index finger. When you're ready, we'll trace the large intestine. So it starts on the index finger and comes up along the top of the arm, over the shoulder, up the neck, kind of over the jawbone, and then across to the nostril tip. So it actually crosses, go from the index finger up and to the nostril on the other side. We'll do that on both sides. And then we can just take our fingertips and lightly tap, starting at the index finger and come on all the way up. And if you want to make a lighter fist when you're in the shoulder, upper arm, and on the face, just use the fingertips. We'll just do a couple on each side. All right, and for the muscles, for the large intestine, because we just did that, it's the quadratus lumborum. It's the big muscle on your back. So if you kind of lean side to side, you can feel a stretch, right? Draw your belly in and just kind of activate that. And that's just one of the muscles. And for the lung, we'll do the anterior serratus. So bring your arms forward and inhale, lift them up, and exhale, bring them down. And so this is the anterior serratus muscle for the lung. Good. Well, we've got the meridians and the metal element activated. Let's just come into a little bit of movement with breath. So hands on the knees, inhale. We're going to come into cow pose. So lift the chest, lift the chin, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine. Inhale, draw the belly up, lift the chin. Exhale to cat pose, arch the spine like a cat. And continue this, follow your breath. Getting the lungs, the low belly, large intestine, especially focusing on those right now. Focus on pulling the belly in when you pull back and then stretching it out as you inhale. And then come back to center and take your right arm up alongside the ear and drop the hand to the base of the neck. We're going to come into archer pose. So like you're grabbing an arrow from your arrow holder. Then grab the elbow and just pull back to give a little stretch and get the hand a little further down the back. Now you can grab onto your shirt if you want to. And then take the left hand and thumb down, slide the hand across the back and try to creep it up. Maybe the fingertips touch, maybe they don't, but you can grab your shirt if you don't mind stretching your shirt here too. And draw the elbows away from one another. So we're stretching across, lift the upper elbow up, the lower elbow down, and let the chest lift. Let the head lean back slightly into the hand. Deep breath in and out. Good, and then release. And let the hands just come down. Take a little breath and just notice, let everything unwind. It's a deep stretch. And then we'll take the left arm up, same thing, reach back for the arrow, archer, grab the elbow and pull. And if you want to hold on to the shirt here, you can, or just press the fingertips into the upper back. And then you'll take the right hand and slide the back of the hand up. Try to see if this side will link. And if not, you can just press your hands into the back or grab your shirt. And then just lift and extend the elbows away from one another. Deep breath in and release on the exhale. And just let the hands rest. Take a moment. Let all of the fascia find its way back to where it came from. And then we'll take the right heel forward. So slide the right heel forward and we'll stretch the hamstrings, which are part of the lung meridian. So hands on the top of the left side, point and flex the toes, circle them around. And go both directions, loosen up the leg a bit. And then drawing the toes up towards the knee, lift the chest up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale, hinge forward. So you're keeping a flat back. And imagine breathing into the back of your leg. Imagine the breath expands into the hamstrings, the back of the leg. On the inhale and on the exhale, release and maybe come a little deeper into it. Keep the chest lifted and the low back flat, not rounded. That'll deepen the stretch here. Good. And just imagine that breathing hamstring. And then come on back up and draw the knee in to the chest. So we'll take the knee, and this is called wind removing pose. So what we do is really squeeze the leg into the belly. Yes, like a bear hug. And then as you inhale, expand the belly into the leg. So as you breathe, the low belly is massaged by the compression of the leg. And that's removing wind from the large intestine. That's moving stuff around, right? This is called wind removing pose. Just take a few breaths here. And then we'll lower the knee into the opposite hand. So holding the knee in the left hand, release the right hand up, inhale. And then exhale, open back. So look back, follow the thumb behind you, holding onto the knee, lifting up through the spine, and letting that right shoulder kind of drop back. With your inhale, you lengthen the spine, and exhale, let's reach back. Especially reaching out through that thumb to expand the lung meridian. And then come on back in and release the leg. We'll widen the feet a little bit, about as wide as your chair legs. And then hands on the tops of the knees. We're just going to circle around and stretch and move the QL, the quadratus lumborum muscle. So as you inhale, come forward. As you exhale, roll back. And you can move your shoulders as much as you'd like here. If you're sitting next to someone, you might have to coordinate the circling. And when you're ready, we'll switch directions. Great. Come on back, feet together, and extend the left heel forward. Hands on top of the right leg, point and flex, circle it around. And change directions. There's a dog wanting to do yoga too. And then draw the toes back towards the knee, lift the chest tall, inhale, and exhale, hinge forward. And again, remember that hamstring connection. Inhale into the back of the leg, exhale, release into the stretch. So the hamstrings are a large intestine meridian, not lung. Both metal element. If you need to lean your torso a little bit tiny to one side or the other, or gently turn your leg a little bit, you can find a deeper stretch. And then come on back up and bear hug that knee in. So the first side was the ascending colon. This is the descending colon on the left. We're going to inhale the belly into the leg. Exhale, squeeze it in a little more. A few breaths, just inhale, meet the leg with the breath. And exhale, hug it in. And then lowering the knee, hold onto it with the right hand, sit up tall, release the left hand, and then slowly open out and back. Look back for the thumb, really stretch out through the thumb side of the arm, the lung meridian. As you inhale, try to lift up through the crown of the head, lift through the spine. And as you exhale, deepen the twist. Come on back in. Give the knee a little hug and then release. We'll widen the feet again. This time we're going to take the right forearm to the right thigh, like you're reading a book, the palm is up. And then the left arm, we're just going to lift up towards the sky and then along the ear. So the palm of the upper hand is facing the floor. And you'll start to press down into the right hand and spin the heart, maybe looking up. And if that's uncomfortable on your neck, you can look down, but we're kind of pivoting the chest up here and lifting and lengthening through the left arm to stretch the side body. And then spin the chest back down towards the floor. Slowly lower the arm in front of you down towards the ground. And then just circle the arm around, big, wide. A friend of mine once said, I'm clearing the cobwebs around me. So like you're kind of moving the energy all around in front of you. I can say it to this group, like you're cleaning your aura. And then change directions. And then on the last sweep, we'll just lift ourselves up. Good. And take a moment, take a breath, and we'll go on to the other side. So the left forearm down, palm up, right arm comes up and alongside the ear. You can't see the hand, but the palm is facing the ground. Spin the pinky fingers a little lower towards the ground and lift the thumb a little higher. So a little pivot in the hand. And then we'll twist the chest up towards the sky a little more. Make sure your neck stays comfortable so you can look up or down. Deep breathing, meeting the intensity of the stretch with your breath. And then slowly lower the hand down towards the ground and sweeping the aura, clearing the cobwebs. And changing directions when you're ready. And then the last one, let it sweep and lift you up. Good. Last seated pose, we're going to do a little neck stretch. So take your left hand behind the back. So slide the left hand across the back. Right hand can grab the fingertips and kind of pin it over onto the hip. And now lean the ear towards the shoulder, away from the hip. And then you can lift your chin if you'd like to, stretch the front of the neck, or you can lower the chin, or do a little of both. Take a few moments, just explore the stretch. And then take your right hand and press the face back up, release the arms. And now right hand slides across the back, left hand grabs the fingertips, pin it on over, and lean left ear to left shoulder. Lift the chin or lower it. Just enjoy the stretch. And whenever you're ready, take the left fingertips, press the face back up to center, and we'll come to standing. So create a little room, move the chair off to the side. Arms by your side, mountain pose. You can rock back and forth on the feet, spread the feet wide on the floor beneath you. And inhale, lift the arms up, look up between the hands. And as you reach up through the fingertips, I want you to equally root down through the feet. Feel the long stretch in the body. Soft exhale, bend the knees, sweep the floor. Let the head hang. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins. Look forward, Shoulders down the back, chin forward. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, slide up, lift up, all the way, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together and thumbs come down to the chest. Arms by your side, mountain pose. Inhale, lift up, gathering all the air energy. Look up, root down through the feet. Exhale, soft knees and dive forward, softly come down, slowly sweep the floor, head hangs forward. On the inhale, long flat back, the hands slide up the shins, just under the knees. Reach the chest forward, hips back, and exhale, fold. Rise up once again, inhale, reach the arms up, look up, root down, exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. Arms by the side. Last one. Slow half sun. Inhale, arms up. Really root down and reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Keep that long spine. Head hangs down. Inhale, hands up the shins. Flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart. Hands to the hips. And we'll step, let's step the right foot forward and the left foot back. So you're still facing straight ahead. Now your feet can, your back toes, maybe you're pointing at about 2 o'clock. They're out at an angle. Your hips are pointing straight forward. And you're gonna kind of lean back into your back heel to activate the quads of the back leg. So get a real strong back leg and then start to bend into the front knee, just until the knee goes above the ankle, no further than that. So this is your warrior one. You may wanna shift or wiggle till you find comfortable position for all your joints. And then we'll bring the arms up. And as you root into that back heel, you're gonna lift through the chest and lift through the arms. Spin the pinky fingers in towards each other a little more to make a little room in the shoulders. And warrior one is if you clasp your hands, interlace your hands and let the index fingers point straight up. It's like you're holding a sword. It's a mudra of a sword. So you can squeeze the arms into the ears and lift the chest. And then we're gonna let the hands come down and we're gonna clasp them behind us. So we're gonna come into humble warrior. So interlace the hands at the low back and then start to squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the knuckles down towards the back heel, and then bow forward. Let the chest come down either on top of or inside of the front leg. And then let the chin come to the chest. Let the head hang. And you can lift your hands up off the low back, or you can keep them resting. I want you to pull the left hip forward, squeeze the belly, and draw the right sit bone back. So kind of scissoring the legs, squeezing the floor. Really let your head and neck relax. And then slowly release the arms. Come on back up to your warrior one. Take an inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. And we'll step forward. Arms by the side. One sun salutation to wash it out. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, flat back. Lift halfway. Good. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring your hands to your hips. And we'll step the left foot forward, right foot back. Find the comfortable length. It can be pretty wide here, front to back. And then rooting into that back heel, the right heel. Feel the quad activate, the whole leg activate, and then gently bend into the front knee. Arms come up, drop the shoulders, and lift through the palms. So the pinky fingers turn in towards each other. Now you're going to interlace your hands the opposite way, the awkward way, and still the index fingers pointing straight up like a sword. Squeeze the palms, squeeze the arms into the ears, and lift through the chest, just a gentle back bend. And then we'll take it down to humble warrior. Interlace your hands behind you, again, the awkward way. You keep the index finger in. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, draw the knuckles down, the back leg, and then we'll bow forward. Let the chest, the right shoulder, left shoulder rest on top of the knee. Head hangs heavy. And you can lift the hands up any amount. Draw the right hip in. The left sit bone slides back. Squeeze the floor with the legs. The whole body's activated. Breathe slow and steady. Then slowly release the arms. Come on back up through warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. And we'll step forward. Arms by your side, rock back and forth. And bring your hands to your heart. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. We're going to sit back into chair pose. So as if you're sitting into a chair behind you, weight in the heels. Sitting on down as low as you can go. And then you're going to take your right elbow to the left knee. Sit down a little more. Now, if that's too hard, you can just twist gently with the upper body. Make a fist with the right hand and press the palm of the left hand down into it and start to pivot your chest towards your thumbs. Try to pull the right knee back so it doesn't pop forward, hips stay even. And then if you want, you can open your arms out or keep the palms pressing together. And then circle it back up through center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. It's like a slow burn today. Arms by your side. We're going to take a rinse it out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then rise up, inhale. And hands to heart, exhale. And sitting down, Utkatasana, you can start with your hands at your heart. Sit your hips down, weight in the heels. Try to see if you can keep the toes in your line of vision. So your knees aren't so far forward that you can't peek on your toes. And then we'll take the twist to the other side. So left elbow crossing the knee. Make a fist with the bottom hand. Right hand presses down onto the fist to lift the chest. So spinning the chest towards the thumbs. Pull the left knee back so it's not jutting forward. Keep the legs together. Yeah. The tendency is for the left knee to come forward here. We just want to keep the hips level. And then you can open the arms if you want, or you can keep your hands together. Excellent. Come on down. Sweep the arms down. Lift the arms up. Inhale. And exhale. Hands to heart. Good. Widen your feet. We're going to rinse it out with a little qigong. So we're just going to sway, letting the hands hit the low hips and belly. And then if you want, you can kind of bend the knees and lift the back heel as you sway side to side. Let the arms tap all the way up, higher up the torso, up to the shoulders. Maybe you can tap the back of your shoulder. Tapping that lung 1 point. Maybe down to the low belly, just kind of going up and down, rinsing it out. So the arms just kind of flop. Good. All right, and then just standing with your arms hanging by your side. Allow the fingertips to feel that kind of dripping energy, tingling energy. And for a standing balance, we're going to do a standing twist. So taking the wind removing pose, but standing this time, bend the right knee. Bring the knee up towards the hip level. You can stay here, or you can pull it up a little higher. And if you can grab the big toe, see if you can reach it now. If it's a lot of work and you feel like it kind of takes your balance away, bring the knee back down to about hip height or so. Release wherever you are, release the right hand. And we're going to look back, reach the right hand back. And if you have your big toe, you can kick forward as you twist back. Now, if that's too much, it's fine to just hold the knee. Wherever you are, root down into that standing leg, twist back. You guys look great. Slowly come on back in. You want to give the knee a hug, you can, and step it down, march it out, shake it out. And we'll do the other side. So rock back and forth on the feet, widen the soles of the feet on the ground, grabbing the left knee, give it a squeeze up. Again, you can just hold it down at hip height. If you can grab the big toe with your right peace fingers, hold there. And then as you extend the left arm back, you can kick into the foot, taking a standing twist. If the kick is too much, hold the knee and really focus on the lengthening up of the spine, the reach back of the left hand. The kick is extra, so really focusing on the torso here. You guys look so statuesque. Very good. Great focus. Come on back in. Hug the knee up and release the leg down and shake it out. We're going to do a wide-legged forward fold. So I'm just I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. Step the feet as wide as comfortably can. Feet are parallel, hands on the hips. Hinge at the waist, and bring the hands down to the floor in front of you. And then walk the hands back in between the feet. So the fingertips and the toes are all pointing in the same direction. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Press down into the floor with the hands. And see if you can lift your hips a little higher. Maybe you want to widen your feet or narrow your feet. If you widen your feet, the crown of your head can reach closer to the ground. If you're really stretchy, you might want to narrow your feet so you have more space to get your head to reach towards the earth. You don't need to touch your head to the ground, but that's kind of the aim here. And we're going to take a little twist here. So we're going to take the left hand towards the right toes, and then the right hand towards the left heel. Like you're walking your fingertips, you can widen the hands on the floor. Look under the left armpit. Just take a little twist here. Then come back to center. Walk your hands back. And then walk your fingertips on the ground. Right fingertips towards the left toes, left fingertips towards the left heel. Peek under the right armpit. Walk back to center. Walk your hands to the middle where you started. Press down into the hands, lift the hips a little more. Reach down through the crown of the head. Reach down and out through the heels. And then soften the knees. Walk your hands forward a little bit. We're just going to bend into the left knee and into the right knee. Just a little sway side to side. Gentle. You can adjust where your toes are too. Gentle side to side lunge. Coming back to center, hands to the hips, and come on up. Carefully, a lot of blood has come to the head, so be very careful. We'll take the chair and sit down. Back into the seat. And widen your feet on your seat. And this is another Qigong exercise for your Wei Qi, for the metal element, for your immune system. Bring your fingertips in front of you. You're going to inhale. Imagine a big bubble of light expanding around you. White is the color of the metal element. And exhale, bring the fingertips together. So you're kind of opening and closing your boundaries, creating, just kind of use your mind's eye to feel the expansion of the energetic protective field around you. And then you can bring your hands back to your seat. You can rest the hands in the crease of the hips. You can put your hands palm down on the tops of the legs, whatever's comfortable. We're just going to rest in this space for just a minute. Taking just time to notice any energy that you've created in your practice. Notice any shifts that have occurred in your body. Notice any excess. If there's any tension, try to relax around that. So this is our savasana where we reap the benefits of the practice, taking time to integrate. Let the breath be relaxed, just like you were sleeping. And take a moment, just wiggle the toes gently, wiggle the fingers. Deep breath. Come back into your body. Thank you all for being here today. It was wonderful. See you in a couple weeks.